Right there. Good morning, everybody. 6:30 a.m. on this Tuesday, June 24th. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adelle Caballero is here looking at several issues on the rails where you don't want to be stuck in this weather. And the temperature is extremely high already, Maria, at this hour.
This is definitely part of the danger scenario, right? We're just no relief, no cooling off overnight, certainly in the city. It looks the part once again, a lot of haziness, but no clouds. We are full on sunshine again today, as we mentioned already, 83 degrees. So the extreme heat warnings up again. That's the hot pink pretty much everywhere. We now include western Suffolk County in the mix. On top of that, we have air quality alerts up until later on this evening, includes the city, northeast New Jersey, Long Island, parts of Connecticut, and the lower Hudson Valley. So we're at 83 now, 85 at Newark, 71 in Poughkeepsie, 69 degrees in Sussex, 77 in Islip, and still that humidity in play enough. Newark's feels like temperature right now is at 90 degrees. So we're already going to be at 90 plus by 10 a.m. Tons of sunshine, 97 by 1 o'clock, on our way up to 100 degrees. And you can see mid and upper 90s even around dinner time. By 10 o'clock, actual air temperature, still 91 degrees. All right, 6:30 now. Adele, a lot of slowdowns out there.
A lot of slowdowns. A lot of them are coming from below ground with our rails. It gets very hot out there. Make sure you're staying hydrated. 7 trains are knocked out both ways because of signal issues. Hunters Point Avenue heading out to Times Square. A and C trains expect to see a mix of delays and service changes. You've got service changes with your Morrison, Essex, and Northeast Corridor lines, and Journal Square to 33rd Street expect to see delays. We're going to head outside right now to Chopper Ford, giving us a closer look onto this crash here on the Van Wyck Expressway northbound. This is right by exit 6 for Hillside Avenue. You only have that one lane getting by. Solid ride heading all the way back to the Bell Parkway. Also driving around today, keep in mind alternate side parking rules and meter rules are in effect citywide. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you. It's 6:31 now to breaking news. That ceasefire deal in the Middle East appears to be over just hours after it went into effect. Israel now accusing Iran of violating the agreement and vowing to strike back. Today, New York's Romney Smith in our newsroom.
Gabi, yes, you brought up an excellent point, too. We want to remember everybody, your pets, too. That pavement can exceed 120 degrees on days like today where it's going to be plenty hot anyway. 100 degrees are high. By tomorrow, still sweating. But yes, as Gabi mentioned, showers and thunderstorms moving in tomorrow and Thursday. And it does stay unsettled into the weekend. So I'm going to time those out for you as well coming up in the 10-day.
Thank you so much. Still ahead, trapped
to 80, 95 northbound express lanes. We have a crash actually in the process of wrapping up as we speak over by Route 4. It is causing major backups through the area, though. We will have more on that coming up in a few minutes, but let's take a live look outside right now onto the Cross Bronx Expressway by the Bronx River Parkway. We've got delays heading into the George. You're watching Today in New York.
Being pretty patient there, right?
Really patient, Maria. That's certainly not a place you want to be stuck.
No, and actually that's a good reminder, too. If you've got any kind of amount of time in the car, say with the kids, you just want to be prepared on a day like today, just in case. Pack some extra waters, a few snacks if anything gets stuck there. But it was hot yesterday. Let's look at the temperatures from yesterday. We tied the record high at Central Park at 96, got to 101 at Newark, 93 in Islip. Today, the hottest of this stretch. So we're peaking with the heat at 100 degrees at Central Park. That would be the earliest Central Park has hit 100 degrees on record, beating the old record by 2 days. 103 in Newark, 101 in Philadelphia, getting close to their all-time June record high. And it is still scorching tomorrow. We're talking about it peaking today. It's not going to be a whole lot easier tomorrow. We've got 95 for the high in the city. You can see from Islip, Hudson Valley, everywhere, still the chance to get into the 90s. So the heat wave technically continues into tomorrow. We're at 83 right now. You can see this haze over the Hudson. 87 is that heat index with that dew point still at 70. So in terms of heat index values, again, just a way to gauge the intensity of the heat and the toll it could take on your body. We have 97 degrees by 1 o'clock. That feels like over 100 degrees. So we've got a good chunk of the day, 5, 6, 7 hours where it'll be in the mid and upper 90s. Feels like temperatures over 100 degrees. You can see even by 9 o'clock after the sun has gone down, 92 on the thermometer, and we hang on to all that heat overnight. So it's another mild one. This high pressure continues to dominate. We've got a boundary close that's going to help touch off a few showers and storms tomorrow and Thursday. But the real relief temperature wise coming on Friday, but we're still in the mugginess. So even on Saturday into Sunday, we stay unsettled with with showers and storms. 100 degrees today. Again, we hang on to that heat tonight, just down to 81 degrees tomorrow morning. And then by the afternoon, 95 degrees. So still sweltering and deadly, potentially deadly heat. Just want to make sure that you're taking those precautions. By Thursday and into Friday, we go from the 70s, the 80s into the 70s, and then back to the 80s, but more regular summer heat here for Saturday and Sunday and into next week. And we stay unsettled with showers and storms through at least Monday and Tuesday. All right, 6:48 right now, Adele. Delays out there. Yuck.
Yes, we've got a lot of delays, and yuck is exactly how it feels. If you are heading out to those subway platforms, it gets hot out there. Please stay hydrated. Grab your water bottles on the way down. 7 trains are still knocked out here both ways because of signal issues running from Hunters Point Avenue out to Times Square. On top of that, your A and C trains, you can expect to see delays. Making your way onto the roadways here, you're going to be pumping the AC here on the Verrazano Bridge, Brooklyn bound upper deck. You've got a crash taking out a couple of lanes. If you look closely here off into the distance, you can see police are on the scene with those flashing lights, but delays are back to the Staten Island Expressway, cutting off just before the Goethals Bridge. A little further along here, Van Wyck Expressway northbound by exit 6 for Hillside Avenue. This crash has just been cleared from the road, but delays are still back to the Bell Parkway. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thank you very much. Adele. Tuesday, June 24th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Adelle Caballero is watching our roads and rails on this Tuesday morning. 24th Mayor LaRosa here with today's forecast. It's hard for everybody doing anything outside.
Yeah.
Right?
Even if you are the most fit person, it is tough for the body to deal with heat like this. And remember, kids aren't little adults. They are susceptible to this heat much faster and more intensely. So really keep an eye on them and the pets, everybody. We have extreme heat warnings in effect again today for that heat index value exceeding 105 degrees at times from the city, all of New Jersey, now including, compared to yesterday, western Suffolk County, most of the Hudson Valley into Fairfield County. And this is why we're going to see actual air temperatures in the 90s already later this morning, near 100 degrees at lunchtime. That's our forecast high today. That would break a record. 104 feels like temperature for the midday, and it still feels close to 100 degrees even as we get into the later part of the evening. After the sun goes down, 10 o'clock temperature still at 91 degrees. All right, it has been a slow go in so many places. Lots of delays too. Adele, what's the latest?
Yes, delays, suspensions, service changes, a mix of it all, and it's not easy getting around with all of this heat. If you are heading below ground, those platforms, they get very hot. Definitely bring your water bottles. We want everyone staying cool and safe. AC, 4, 5, and L trains right now, you've got a mix of delays and service changes. On top of that, 7 trains have remained suspended for the past couple of hours. This is between Times Square and Hunters Point Avenue because of ongoing signal issues. So you're definitely going to need to tack on some extra time for your commute there. If you are heading out to your commuter rails right now, Metro North and LIRR looking good, but your Morrison, Essex, and Northeast Corridor, you've got service changes, and Journal Square to 33rd Street. Expect to see delays. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thank you very much, Adele. Well, now to breaking. All right. You hear people talking about having pulmonary conditions, and it's tough to hear, especially now.
Yeah, even in the best shape, this is very difficult heat for our body to handle, and it's everywhere. Hoboken 100 today, Hauppauge 97. We're already in the low 80s in so many places, and all of that humidity. You can see morning low temperatures. We get a break by the end of the week too, and as Gabi mentioned, showers and thunderstorms coming along with it. So I'm going to break the timing down for those coming up in the 10-day.
Thanks so much.
Down to the roads here in New Jersey. We've got a serious crash on the Garden State Parkway northbound. 3 lanes are closed off over by exit 139. Coming up in a few minutes, we've got an update for you on those rail issues. But let's take a live look outside right now onto the Grand Central Parkway by LaGuardia Airport. You're watching Today in New York.
Listen to Linda. She said, if you know you can pay it by the end of the month.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I only have so much available space.
I can't,
That stuff spills out if I take in new information. But yeah, that's great advice. If traveling, maybe we want to get away to a cooler spot or a cooler time. But we are headed up to 100 degrees today, and that would set another type of record, the earliest high of 100 degrees at Central Park on record. The last time we had June 26, 1952, and we could beat that by 2 days. So impressive in that regard, but of course, just a plain old record for the day. Central Park 96 is the old record set back in 1888, but every reporting site in the running for a record today. LaGuardia, JFK, Newark, Islip, Bridgeport, and Poughkeepsie, 100-degree forecast there, 94 the old record, so it looks pretty set for there. As far as how it feels, keep that number in mind as well. Just take it easy. We don't need anybody really suffering unnecessarily because we're already going to feel like 100 degrees with that humidity factored in by lunchtime. And look at how high and elevated those numbers stay. 100 degrees by 2 o'clock, close to it. But even through 9-10 p.m. after the sun has gone down, we'll still be over 90 degrees on the thermometer, and it's another mild start to the day tomorrow, only into the low 80s. We do have showers and storms in the forecast for tomorrow, but not the kind that are really, it's going to bring a lot of relief. In fact, it's working with a lot of humidity, and that humidity stays, as you can see, elevated into the weekend, so we don't have any kind of refreshing cool down, but we'll take it, right? So this dome of heat, we're right on the periphery of it, so that's going to keep showers and storms tomorrow and into Thursday, even potentially Friday, but Saturday and Sunday as well. And it does remain mild and muggy, but we're going to get out of the 90s. So that's a good thing. 100 today, 103 at Newark, even hot along the coast. Stay stuffy overnight, just 81 degrees, and still yucky, oppressive heat tomorrow. 95 for the high at Central Park. So finally 80 on Thursday, 73 by Friday. More like regular summer heat here, close to average heading into the weekend, Saturday and Sunday in the low to mid 80s. You see showers and storms possible each day from the weekend into early next week. Little relief overnight too, back into the 70s. All right, Adele, plenty of delays out there.
Yeah, plenty of delays. We've also got some suspensions here and service changes with our rails. And I've been saying this over and over again this morning. It is hot on those platforms. We want everyone staying safe and cool. Make sure you bring your water bottles. Right now, your A, C, 4, 5, and L trains, you've got delays and service changes. 7 trains remain suspended both ways, running from Times Square out to Hunters Point Avenue because of ongoing signal issues. If you're hitting the roads right now, we're still watching this crash on the Parkway, Garden State Parkway, northbound by exit 139. For Chestnut Street, 3 lanes are closed off both ways. You've got a solid ride both ways through the area there. Stick to the turnpike instead. And some good news here. Construction on the BQE has wrapped up. All lanes will be open through the overnight. Alternate side in effect for today. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
All right, thank you. So it appears
of the intensity of the heat and how to plan for the day. As we mentioned, it's hot already. 83 at Central Park, 85 at Newark. This is the air temperature. 73 at Bridgeport, Islip at 77. You factor in still a little bit of that humidity already present. Newark reporting a heat index of 90. So again, we're there at that dangerous heat level. Extreme heat warnings posted again for today, just about the entire area. And we're even now including most of the Hudson Valley and even Suffolk County, parts of Suffolk County today. Very quickly, we heat up 91 degrees by 10 a.m., 97 by 1 o'clock, on our way up to 100 degrees at Central Park. Notice how hot it stays even through 10 o'clock, still at 91. All right, 6:01 now. Adele, how are things looking out there?
Not in great shape right now. We're hitting quite a few issues. Let's start things off here in Queens. Van Wyck Expressway northbound. We've got an overturned car by exit 6 for Hillside Avenue. Delays are all the way back to the Belt Parkway. Heading a little further north, still watching construction here on the Bruckner northbound, exit 15 out to exit 17. Only 1 lane getting by. Delays back past the Hutch. Stick to Route 1 or the Hutchinson River Parkway itself, and then cross Bronx Expressway westbound. We've got construction over by Jerome Avenue, closing down a couple lanes. Delays are heading back to the Bruckner interchange. Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you very much. We want to get to that breaking news.